I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, September the 26th, 2014. After several days of negotiations, rival Palestinian factions Fatah and Hamas reached an agreement today. French news agency AFP reports that the unity government run by Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas would take, quote, immediate control of the Gaza Strip. This according to negotiators in the talks taking place this week in Cairo. Fatah delegation member Jibril Rajoub told AFP that, quote, Fatah and Hamas have reached a comprehensive agreement for the return of the unity government to the Gaza Strip. Terror group Hamas took control of Gaza from Fatah by force in 2007. Fatah rule in Gaza is one of the stipulations of the recent ceasefire agreement between Israel and the Palestinians. U.S. President Barack Obama addressed the United Nations General Assembly on Wednesday, speaking mostly of the threat from ISIS as well as from other groups promoting violent extremist ideologies.
There should be no more tolerance of so-called clerics who call upon people to harm innocents because they're Jewish or because they're Christian or because they're Muslim. It is time for a new compact among civilized peoples of this world to eradicate war at its most fundamental source, and that is the corruption of young minds by violent ideology.
He also reiterated the U.S. commitment to peace between Israel and the Palestinians and to a two-state solution.
The status quo in the West Bank and Gaza is not sustainable. We cannot afford to turn away from this effort. Not when rockets are fired at innocent Israelis or the lives of so many Palestinian children are taken from us in Gaza. And so long as I am president, we will stand up for the principle that Israelis, Palestinians, the region, and the world will be more just and more safe with two states living side by side in peace and security.
And Palestinian Authority President Abbas addressed the United Nations General Assembly today, where he was expected to be calling for a timeline to be set for Israel to withdraw from the West Bank. Abbas had mentioned this initiative when he met earlier this week with U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, who indicated that the U.S. would likely veto such a resolution and that direct negotiations between the Palestinians and Israel was the only way to reach a lasting solution to the conflict. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu praised the decision yesterday by the International Atomic Energy Agency to reject a resolution regarding Israel. The resolution, which was circulated and supported by 18 Arab states, singled out Israel, expressing concern about its alleged nuclear capabilities and urging Israel to join the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. IAEA members voted 58 to 45 against the resolution yesterday with 27 abstentions. Netanyahu said the vote is a rejection of a repeated attempt by Arab states to condemn and isolate Israel at the IAEA and to distract the international community from the pressing problems affecting the Middle East, first and foremost, Iran's quest for nuclear weapons. Transcripts from the Nuremberg war crimes trials will be going up for auction this weekend. The transcripts, among other World War II-related items, were discovered at a warehouse of an auction house based in Anchorage, Alaska. They belong to the late Maxine Carr, a woman who worked as a stenographer during the War Crimes Tribunal, which began in November of 1945. Carr's collection is the featured lot in an auction of World War II relics scheduled to take place tomorrow. In honor of the Jewish New Year, a total of 1,043 people gathered in Whippany, New Jersey this past Sunday to simultaneously blow the shofar, the traditional ram's horn, setting a new Guinness World Record. The Great Shofar Blowout was presented by the Partnership for Jewish Learning and Life. It broke the previous record set in 2006 when 796 shofars were blown in unison at a beach in Swampscott, Massachusetts. NJ.com reported that the group's executive director, Robert Lichtman, said, "Our mission is to bring Jewish learning to life, so we do a lot of things experientially." He said it mobilizes people, it inspires people, and gives them a goal to shoot for, And all along the way, they're learning about this unbelievable act of blowing shofar. And taking a look at some entertainment news, the Israeli film Get, The Trial of Vivian Amsalem, won the Best Picture prize earlier this week at Israel's Ophir Awards. Get is a drama from brother and sister Ronit and Shlomi Elkabetz, which tells the story of an Israeli woman trying to earn a divorce from her husband in the Israeli rabbinical courts. The film is now Israel's official submission for consideration in the Best Foreign Film category for the Academy Awards, which will take place in February of 2015. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, September the 26th, 2014. Remember, live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock tonight from New York City's Central Synagogue. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.